I'm Ruchira, and this is my story. As we were about to enter the dark doorway of the brothel, my cameraman suddenly turned to me and said, Ruchira, I can't do this. It's too dangerous. My equipment is expensive. It could get damaged, or we could get killed. He had a point. Danger was all around. The 14-block red light district of Bombay is no picnic. The country's sex trade is controlled by ruthless mafia gangs and protected by India's senior politicians. Wherever we parked, the ruthless mafia gangs stoned my car. Corrupt cops harassed us. Intelligence agencies stopped us. Now, as we headed the rat-infested stairs, my hefty 6-foot-tall cameraman was spooked. And I was too. But my outrage at the exploitation, I knew it was inside me, and the need to do something about it just pushed me forward. I was going into the brothel no matter what, to expose the horrors inside. Hundreds of thousands of girl sex slaves are imprisoned in Bombay, India. My cameraman said, Ruchira, I'm not filming anymore. Who knows what thugs are out there? There will be no escape. I looked at him. If I, who am half your size, can do it, and can even go ahead of you, why can't you? I face the worst consequences, okay? I could be raped. Now, as I headed the stairs, he followed me. It had all begun a year earlier when I visited Nepal. There, I stumbled village after village, void of girls. And once I asked a man in a cafe, where are all the girls? And in a slimy voice, he said, in Bombay, don't you know the girls go for prostitution? I asked, all of them? I came to learn that the sale of girl is no secret. It is all done in open, like any business. I already had 2 documentaries under my belt, and I decided this would be my first one focusing on women. When the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation funded my proposed documentary and supplied me with a crew, I set out for the brothels of Bombay. No camera crew had ever been inside one. The girls in the brothel did not trust anyone. It took 6 months of hanging around with them, in the brothel and in the street, before they were ready to be interviewed and filmed. Then they told me their stories. One girl told me,
I'm 12 years old. I'm from small town from Nepal. 2 years ago, uncle collected me with 4 other girls. We went to a big town and more girls from other villages were hitting with us in the truck. We crossed the border and other men took us to a boarding house in India. We were raped and beaten until we did whatever they wanted. After that, I was brought to the brothel, Madam in Bombay. I never saw my family again.
the procureur is usually a fellow villager who pays the parents $20 to $30 for their daughter, often promising a good job. The middlemen at the boarding house use ice to break into the premenstrual girls. Another girl told me,
I'm 16 years old. I've been here for 3 years. Look, 4 girls are kept in one tiny room. The beds are tiny too. There's no room to walk, just the beds. The windows are barred. There's guards outside the door. If a girl runs away, she's beaten badly. I've never tried. And we're forced to service 25 to 30 men a day.
They are forced to rape 25 to 30 times a day. Out of respect for the girls, I did not film them servicing the clients. However, as I was conducting the interviews, the beds next to me, separated by thin curtains, were usually shaking. Clients sometimes stuffed cigarettes out of their breast and shoved bottles of their vaginas.
After 5 years, we are allowed to keep half our money, but the madam charges for water, bedding, and food. So we have nothing left. The madam also makes sure we become addicted to drugs and alcohol and have a baby, so we won't run. Most of us die from AIDS by the time we are 40. I'm afraid of that, but I don't know what to do about it.
They are trapped by death and disease. I came to learn that this horror goes on around the globe, from Asia to Africa. Each year, 4 million girls are sold by impoverished parents, tricked or outright kidnapped. Some of them are sent to the rich Western nations, and 50,000 of girl sex slaves are shipped to United States each year. It's a whole institution, I realized, like any arms or narcotics trade. But this is the flesh trade. I had uncovered something, and now, risky or not, I had to investigate it and tell the world. Well, my cameraman had been right to be spooked. One day, while I was interviewing the girls, suddenly, a group of men burst into the room. They were clients, closely allied with the mafia who controlled the brothel. They surrounded us. My cameraman was ready to bolt, but the client blocked the door. The tension in the room got thick when one man put his hand in front of the camera and another pulled out a knife. He raised the knife into my throat and pressed. Haven't you gotten the message? We're not going to let you film. We are goners, I thought. And that was when the girls stepped in. They just moved in front of me.
This is our room.
We invited her in. She's gonna get our stories.
You people should leave.
The young woman completely surrounded me now, getting between my body and the armed man.
If you want her, you have to kill us first.
The men shouted angrily, but then they left.
We won. We did it. We won.
Without the bravery of the girls, my film could not have been made. And maybe I would not be alive today. My documentary, The Selling of Innocence, came out a year later and won 11 international awards, including an Emmy for Outstanding Investigative Journalism. Now I show my film in the rural villages as a preventative tool. I remember once a father from a poor village of Nepal told me, I was going to let my daughter go to a brothel. At least there she would get 2 meals a day. But now that I've seen your film, I'll never let her go. That single statement meant more to me than any award ever could.